Great to see you today. I hear the bike industry is booming right now. Great that you found some time for this discussion today. You a bit stressed and overworked at the moment?
Yeah, not really. Yeah, you're right, it's booming. Damn. Yeah, of course, there's a lot to do, but I'm now looking forward to our session here. Thank you for having me here. And yeah, let's start. I found the time.
That's great, Seb. Tell us a bit more about yourself and your role at Rosa Bikes.
I'm director for user experience and customer intelligence at Rauch Bikes, and I'm responsible for improving our customer experiences at digital touchpoints and to use data to understand our customers more better, and using data to improve user experience and get it more convenient. That's these are my main tasks here at Rosa Bikes.
Tell me more about the Rosa Bikes business.
Yeah, on the one hand, we are a bike brand, a premium sports bike brand and manufacturer for premium bikes. And on the other hand, we are retailer for bike clothing, bike parts, bike accessory, and with a strong own brand as well. And to have always the best price performance ratio, I would say that's one of our brand cores, and to have best product qualities, best prices in all segments. And we serve many markets across Europe with by our online platform. And in Germany and Switzerland, actually, we run 5 stores, I would say, that are seamlessly connected to our online platform. And in the latest time, I have to mention that we are becoming more and more some kind of connector. We are connecting brands with over 50 million people, customers, visitors in this year, for instance. And for this, we offer special services. That's something new here at Rosa Bikes, and we want that our brand partners can set up their customer relation in a quite performant and best way and accompany their customers on our platform. And I've forgotten, we are based in Bocholt and Essen, and we can look back on quite huge history of 113 years. And,
that's amazing. That's an amazing journey.
That's a bit of time, but that doesn't mean that we are slow or old dinosaur in the market. We're fast moving.
And it's great, having been around for 113 years, what role does online and digital play in your business today? How did you get there?
It has become a quite important driver quite early for us, because in the 1980s we started mail order business, and because of this we were experienced in distance selling. So we started in 1997 with e-commerce, I guess. This was quite early and quite important for us to take this chance quite early, at an early stage, because of our experiences in mail order selling. And today we generate about 80% of sales online. And if we take a look at the latest data, you can see that we have grown up to 100% in the last month online.
Wow.
And digital and online is also quite important for our brick and mortar stores. And for our stationary business, we try to adapt our online success factors like competitive prices or digitally integrated services to our stores. And I would say that today we are an online first company, an online first multi-channel company. That would be
that's
the right
brilliant
name for it.
And so tell me a bit more about your customers. What kind of segments do you tackle? Is it the bike enthusiast? Tell me a bit more about that.
That's not so easy to answer, because let me start some years ago in the past. Originally we were focused on racing cyclists, and sports has always been one of our brand cores. But our clientele has become very broad in the last decade, I would say. So today we are serving even more lifestyle customers, and we have improved our assortments and user experience to serve them. But this is also a quite big challenge for us. Because of this, we have to deal with a lot different knowledge levels when we are advising our customers and trying to find the right product for them. That's a tough job, but in the end, and that's something quite recognizable here at Rose Bikes, I would say, we are very, very proud and thankful that we can deal every day with such passionate customers. They have such a great passion for our products, and this is something that helps you to come out of your bed every morning, and that motivates us every day. Therefore we are very thankful, I would say.
And I suppose in an online, with 80% of your sales being online, what are some of the main challenges when you think about customer experience?
In the end, it's always about convenience, I would say. So we want to create the best one-stop shopping experience for our customers. That's for sure, and have the best one-stop shopping experience in the bike industry. But if we have a look at the e-commerce industry or e-commerce market, we still have quite similar ground functionalities like, filter bars, search bars, drop downs, stuff like this. The customer has always to push a huge amount of buttons. It's always about clicking around and pushing buttons. And we think that's not that convenient, or will be not that convenient in the future, and we have to change it. So we try to keep this more and more away from our customers. And why should they keep pushing buttons? We try to push the buttons for them in the background automatically, so they can be focused on the main goals, and main goals like discovering new products and get in touch with our products and discover them. For this, to reach this point, we have to understand how our customers are behaving and why they are behaving in that way. And I think the everyday challenge for us that everyone in e-commerce or in every business has to keep in mind is we all should remember that it's not the HR department or the finance that pays you as well. It's the customer, and that's
absolutely
quite important for every one of us.
And absolutely, and with that focus on a customer experience and making it reducing those clicks and making it convenient, what's your process behind delivering solutions to those customers?
I think it's crucial that when we try to deliver customer happiness, we have to make sure in our mindset that it's not a project. A project has a starting point and an end point. I think it's a never-ending process for sure. That's quite important to recognize. To get direction into this, it's quite important to have a strong vision of your digital product, how it should operate with the customer, how it should serve the customer. And we try to think of the stuff, what have we do today for tomorrow, and what have we do today for tomorrow and after. That's quite important to keep this in mind when we proceed developing new features. And we always try and want to understand what are the main drivers of success. Therefore, we proceed by quantitative and qualitative research. For instance, we try to check what are users doing today, and why do they behave in that way they do behave. That's quite important to have the what and the why at the same time. And it's also important to look back and to look left and right and to ask questions. For example, what have we done in the past? Did we have some feature like that we are thinking about? How did they perform? What can we learn from our market? What can we learn from our market companions? What can we learn from other players outside of our industry? And based on that, I would say we start pointing out our what ifs, generating our ideas, and have creation on it. And of course, we write some lines of code, I would say. And during this, we try frequently to collaborate with our customers to check early if they accept our solutions we try to build up for them. And that's why we believe here at Rose Bikes, it's about in every department, it's about test, learn, and build bigger. That's quite important to us. And it's about fast decision making. And we try to go out with our new services or features as fast as possible to check it in reality under real conditions, and then it's the time of fast learnings in the first place, and then we proceed and set up new experiments for new learnings to get more deeper insights and even improve the solution and get it more bigger.
That's brilliant. And I love that test, learn, and build bigger. And you talk about new experiments. Are you able to share with us some specific things you've put online recently to improve the customer experience?
Of course. In the last few weeks, I would say there was a lot of stuff we've tested. We had many pilots of different things. For example, we had a new video bike advice from out of our stores, for example, here in Bocholt. And that was quite, the first attempt was quite successful because nearly 75%, I guess, of customers that had a video advice, could be convinced to buy a bike at Rose Bikes. I think that's quite successful KPI on it.
That's a good conversion rate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a good conversion rate, I would say as well. And beside this, we started a home service called Rosa at Home. So customers could make an appointment with a bike specialist at Rosa Bikes, and he came to your home with 3 or 4 bike models that could fit to you. And you had advice at your front door at home.
Socially distanced, of course.
Yeah, socially distanced because of Corona, of course. And there were another big thing, I guess, was the launch of some new bike products in a new design language, and we had live sessions on Instagram where we launched the bikes, and we connected to some athletes. They had, they made some tricks and flipped the bike live in the session. And this we accompanied by new launch pages for these bikes. And these launch pages had a new level of product staging. And so we could see that the traffic while we did the live sessions on Instagram, we had on Instagram, I guess, about 1,300 viewers at the same time, at the peak. And the traffic on our platform was highly increased. And during the following days, we could see that the initial sales of the new bikes were tremendously high from the first point. So it was quite successful. And we had some other stuff in the connector part, I would say. We had some new retail media options for brand partners so that they can get more deeper in touch with their customers on our platform. Also with great KPIs. And and we had the starting point of a new design system we're going to roll out now step by step continuously. Was even a great moment for us. Beside all this digital stuff, we had some new store openings. We opened a new store next to Zurich at the lakeside of Zurich. Started as well very, very well. And another collaborative pop-up store format in the office of a traditional travel agency downtown Münster. That's the capital of cycling in Western Germany, I would say. So these were 2 other projects or other outputs we could generate in the last few weeks.
There's some fantastic examples of how you're reaching customers and converting them. Really great to hear those stories. Can you say a bit more about what's in your backlog, what's in your pipeline going forward?
Yeah, of course. What's in our backlog? For example, we try to bring more transparency to our customers. We try to get our relationship deeper with our customers, and therefore we try to make roserbikes.de for instance more your own roserbikes.de, and therefore we have to improve our customer account sections, for instance. Another big point is to use more, to bring more automation live. Even in the case of customer support, we want to provide more information to our customers more directly, so that they don't have to talk to a customer support member for easy questions or for frequently asked questions, so that our service teams can have more time for the hard cases, I would say, that take more personal advice, so that there's more time for them to go deeper with the customer. Yeah, we also will reorganize our product staging, even in the bike assortment. We try to keep it more accessible for the different customer segments I've mentioned. And for this, we create many more entry points to our bike assortments. Like there will be a bike advisor, for example, a digital bike advisor. There will be many more video content on it that's advising you while choosing the right bike for you. And I would say video content and even live distributed content are some things we will work in the future on. There will be a lot of a bunch of work about this, because I think that our customers will accept this from us in the future, to have a more convenient way to explore new products, and the video format and even live formats do this very well, and we try to raise this up. And and in the backlog for us, for our teams as well, I would say that we will launch some new Spryker features that will make sure that our teams in the EBIS can easily or have more freedom to launch new campaigns, to have more freedom to launch new experiences for our customers on our platform. That's the main stuff we're gonna work on in the last few in the next few months, I would say.
That's great. And it's fascinating listening, because this conversation is a lot about data and about technology, about channels. And I'm curious to know what role technology plays in your organization. And even, would you describe Roserbikes as a technology company or a bike company?
Okay. Hard question. So one thing is for sure, I guess. We have very great developers here at Roserbikes in our IT teams and in combined teams with IT and user experience. All our new developments on our platform come from them. But perhaps it's a little bit too presumptuous to call us a technology company, I would say. But there's something that's clear to us. I think it's clear to us that technology isn't just the stuff the guys in the IT department are dealing with every day. We all have to be aware of technology here at Roserbikes, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. And if we take a look at a designer, for instance, a designer cannot keep out all the opportunities, the possibilities of technology when he thinks about new solutions for our customers. It has to be, his understanding of technology is quite crucial for him, like wireframing the next user flow, I would say. Mm-hmm. And in the end, this doesn't mean that everyone has to code or has to become a developer here at Roserbikes, that's for sure. But I would say it's more about a mindset. it's a mindset. And when we think about this special mindset, I would say it's about keeping us flexible, and that comes with technology. That comes even with the Spryker solution, the setup of the Spryker framework, to have more flexibility, to react in a fast way on fast changing market conditions, on fast changing consumer behaviors. And yeah, I think we have another thing when we think about our mindset is we don't have to build everything on our own if we want to proceed fast. That's for sure. We want to be the best integrator, because if there are proven services, it would be kind of stupid not to take them to proceed faster. For example, if you have a look at the car industry, for example, every brand has its own navigation system. Every brand, navigation system, own navigation interface. And Chris, let me ask you, who has the best navigation interface?
It's sure as heck not BMW, because I drive a BMW, but it's iPhone. It's got to be the iPhone. I put my iPhone in front of my BMW navigator to make sure I can navigate and find my destination. Okay,
great. I think I would suppose it's Apple and Google, and we want to learn from this. We don't want to make the same failure. These brands. It took a long time for these brands to recognize that they have to connect with Apple CarPlay, for example. Mm-hmm. They tried to push their own solutions further, and we don't want the same failure. And because of this, we try to integrate by the market proven services to our IT structures and use them. Yeah, and to integrate a lot of stuff, it's quite important to be very, very open. And to have an open mindset to do this, and not to think that you can do everything on your own better. That's something you have to recognize and keep in mind every day. And so therefore we try to be very, very open. And that's, I think, an important point where, an important point where culture and technology aligns at Rosa Bikes.
That's a great transition to my next question, because we've talked a lot about technology, we talked about innovation, but what characteristics of your culture and your organization at Rosa Bikes, what are those characteristics?
I think basically it's about openness, it's about flexibility and the will to change every day for delivering the customer happiness, I would say. Therefore, it's important to have this will. And I think that's something that lies deep, that comes deep from our history, because Rosa Bikes has already transformed itself and reinvented itself some few times during its history. And at Rosa Bikes we benefit from a good mix of skills and talents that makes us quite special, even in the bike industry, I would say, because we have great people that have a scientific understanding of bikes, of the whole bike market, the bike industry. For example, Torsten, one of our CEOs, or Anno, our brand and product director, and his teams. And we have, even a broad tech understanding and knowledge about how to scale IT infrastructures by Daniel, our IT director in person, and also his teams. And that's something that makes us quite powerful, because we put the best people you can get together in the best interdisciplinary teams and try to connect these skills here at Rosa Bikes, even if these people are coming from the bike sector or if they're coming from the technology sector. We try to connect these in teams, and that makes us powerful, I would say. And we support it with setup of interdisciplinary teamwork and trying to breaking up the traditional silos and to have more small teams that can work interdisciplinary and proceed in a fast way and keep things done, keep pushing things forward on themselves and keep their job done on themselves, so that there's more decentralized more decentralized operation. So what's quite important to our culture as well is that we are strongly growing, and that's something you will recognize here. It's a positive feeling, and there are many new people coming up here at Rosa Bikes. For example, we have already newly employed, I would say, 100 employees, around 100 employees in this year. And for us, for our size of corporation, it's a quite huge amount of new employees here. And that brings
challenges with itself.
Special power, that brings a special dynamic to us here,
You mentioned openness as a key part of your culture. In the bike industry, ferociously competitive. So how are you even open to your competitors in your industry?
We believe in networking. Networking plays an important role for us. And for example, Marcus, one of our other CEOs, he connects us with a lot of players outside our industry and within our industry. And so if there are market companions that want to know something about us, how do you work on customer experience, for example, hey, let's have exchange. Here we are open to this, and we don't understand us as an enemy of traditional bike retailers, for example, because we are all working on the same mission. I guess we all have the same mission. It's about digitizing the bike industry. It's about digitizing a society by launching new mobility concepts that come with bikes. So we all have quite the same challenge, I would say. And so because of this, exchange is quite important for us. And to summarize it all, I would say we are open in every direction. And that's something you will surely notice when you come to our office here at Rosa Bikes.
I haven't had the pleasure of coming to your office, and we've talked a lot about the culture and the feeling. I would be fascinated to get a sense of what it feels like to work at Rosa Bikes, and what do you see when you come to a Rosa Bikes office or a premises? Tell me more about that.
Okay. Of course, you will see a lot of bike stuff, as you can see in my background.
That's not just a picture, though. That's a real bike.
That's a trail bike. That's a new Root Miller, one of the new mountain bikes. It's even my bike, and it's a great bike. I like it very, very much. You will see a lot of bike stuff. That's quite sure, I guess. But many of our employees are like our customers, cyclists as well. So that's something.
Do you have to be a cyclist? Do you have to be a cyclist to join? Do you have to be?
No. You don't have to be a cyclist because no. That's not necessary for new employees, I would say. But in the end, I would say it takes a few weeks, and we will infect you by the passion everyone here at Rosa Bikes has for our products and for cycling. And doesn't matter which segment you like, if it's road bike or mountain biking or whatever. But I would say and that's quite recognizable when you come here. We have the same passion for our products like our customers, because we are many people here at Rosa Bikes are cyclists as well. And because of this, we can easily connect with our customers. We can easily understand them because we have the same points in mind and the same point of view on our products, and we can build up more empathy for them in everyday business. And that's something you will recognize, and this always has to do with passion, I guess. And you will notice this when you doesn't matter if you come to our headquarters here at Rosa Bikes in Bocholt, if you come to our office at Rosa Digital in Essen downtown, or if you move to a store. This you will definitely notice. Another quite important thing, I would say, is the family feeling here at Rosa Bikes. Because Rose, how you say it in German, is still a German family name. And next office to me, they're sitting Thorsten Rose, for example, Heckert Rose, for example. So we are here proud.
And they're part of the Rose family from the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are very, very proud to be part of this family, and this is some kind of movement, and it's some kind of personal relations that is quite important for us. And as I mentioned already, for us it's about fast learnings, and fast learnings bring up some great new spaces of chances for our customers, for our employees with it. And I think that's very special, and you can recognize it as well, because everywhere you go, there are different people that are working interdisciplinary at a high pace with a positive feeling. And that's quite influencing, I would say.
And I've definitely, talking to you, I can really feel and hear that passion and the way you talk about the organisation. And you talked about the test, learn, build bigger. As we wrap up this conversation, what are your key learnings from the journey you've been on at Rosa Bikes?
So I would say it's very important to have a clear vision of your product. You don't have to know how you will get there, but you have to know what are the basic ingredients you will need for this, for sure. But the how you can get on the way, I would say. And we try to avoid, that's quite a very important learning, avoid 3 years plans, I would say, because the world is changing in a fast way, and you don't know how you can predict customer behavior tomorrow. So skip these plans. I would also recommend to be keen on fast learning, of course. Speed is the main driver, I would say, for success in e-commerce. And learn by getting in touch with your customers. That's something in other companies we don't see that often. That they operate close to their customers, and that's quite important. So, for instance, skip your desktop research from time to time and get out there, get into your store, have a talk with your customers, or go by bike and meet some other customers. And bring your talents into interdisciplinary teams, small interdisciplinary teams, and give them the chance to have an impact by doing the stuff on themselves, to empower them, give them the power.
That's great. And I think for me, to summarize, that clear vision, that learning fast, that using your customers, and also about the way you organize yourself, both from interdisciplinary teams, but also the culture, seems so key to how Rosa Bikes has achieved what you have. It's been an amazing story, and thank you for sharing it. Now we've had this discussion, what's your plan? What's your plan next? What's next for you?
So the next for me after this talk, further on, I will be quite dissatisfied until we get all this stuff I've mentioned done. That's for sure. But I have to keep in mind that it's a never-ending process. So I have to deal with it. But in the next moment, after our talk, I'm gonna ride my bike, take my helmet, and ride my bike, and get outside,
get some fresh air.
A ride, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Sebastian, today for sharing the Rosa Bike story. It's been really interesting, and I'm sure our listeners will find it equally interesting. Great. Thank you.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much for this session here, and looking forward to see you personally. So, bye, I would say.
I'll be coming over, getting on my bike.
Great.
I might not cycle there, but
hey, of course. We will have a ride. Yeah.
That'd be good.
Bye.